Hey guys, it's after work today. Stopping by the garage, working on Wagon Hunter turbo kit. Last time you guys saw anything was probably me making the downpipe, and we're gonna work on some more of that today. What I'm working on is the dump tube now, and as you can see on this setup here, the wastegate points like straight out, and with keeping AC lines and everything, that radiator runs along there. It's just really close. I was messing with some pipes and trying to get a good angle, and it's just pointing really far out. So what I think I'm gonna do is turn the wastegate, like, just a little bit this way, so the dump tube will come straight down and run along in between here on the downpipe, along with the downpipe. Try to just tuck everything really close to the engine. So what I ended up doing was I ordered up some flanges. And I get everything, all my flanges and stuff from Advanced Tuning Products, ATP.com, ATP Turbo, ATP.com, I forget. So what I did was, this is for the blow-off valve, it's a Gretty flange, we'll work on that later. But I got two flanges here that are drilled all the way out, and this one's threaded. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is do one of these on the bottom, and then, because that mounts like sideways like that, and I can weld this one right on top on whatever angle. It's just like making like an adapter, a little riser, and that'll point it. It'll turn the wastegate like I'm talking about. So instead of having the wastegate straight like this, I'll use this one to mount to the manifold. Then I'll weld this one, sideways like that, and then that will turn the wastegate this way. And then of course I got this flange to actually use on the wastegate itself, because this one is on there already. It's just a one that I cut off and remade, but this is pointing out so far already that if I just start with a fresh one, I gain that much more clearance tucking it into the engine. So we'll just save this for another project someday. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm gonna end up I'm gonna pull the wastegate off and actually set these down on here and just kind of see what it would actually look like. It might be too tall or it might not work at all. So we're just gonna go from there and see what we come up with. All right, so I have the wastegate flanges positioned now and the wastegate turned. Here's what we're looking at. One flange is mounted to the manifold. Now this one's just sitting on top with the wastegate on it. And with this 90 here, it comes down, it's tucked in nice and tight everywhere. I may add more to the bottom of this to get under the pan, may not really sure, but I'm going to go ahead and tack up the two flanges together right there, and then just kind of work my way down and see what we end up with. Alright, I just tacked on the two flanges together. Got one tack right there, one tack right there. Slide that off. See, those are lined up. This on there, like so. There's my pipe. Yeah. Just gonna get this one tacked on now. Just keep working my way down. Alright guys, I got the dump tube tacked on, and of course, suck at welding, had the settings too high and popped a hole on each tack, so I filled them in real quick. Doesn't look good. Here's one, here's the other, here's the setup. I might still add some to this downpipe here, get it under the pan somewhat. I'm not 100% sure yet. Can always do that once it's in the car and see where everything's at, but we're making progress. We're getting there. Another thing I got is this flange right here. This is a Gretty Type S flange, and I had this old charge pipe here that I had used on an old setup. It has a DSM BOV on it, and the reason I'm not just using this one is it got crunched right here, so it no longer works. So I think I'm just gonna cut this flange off right here and just put this one in its place, and we'll just run that. do that for now. So I'm going to start on that. So I got the old flange cut off and cleaned up, and I got the new Greddy Type S flange ready to go on. So I'm just going to weld this in place. It's kind of cool. I didn't even notice that the flange threads onto the top. I'm going to weld it once it's done, I think. I'm not really sure how that's supposed to work, to be honest. I might have to look into it. But yeah, so I'm going to weld that on quick. Basically the upper charge pipe will be done at that point. Got it all tacked up. Couple tacks all the way around. Do some final welding on it. Well, we are making progress. Wagon Hunter is getting closer and closer. I can't wait to get this thing together. I'm going to try to get it turbo kit installed hopefully this weekend. That's what I'm shooting for. Get that thing, get a base map on it, get it tuned, and, well, not tuned, but street tuned, and then we can have some fun once the snow comes. So I'm wrapping it up for tonight. Basically, we got the wastegate positioned correctly, where I'd like it anyway, and the dump tube tacked up and started, and then we cut the old flange off of that extra charge pipe that I had, that DSM flange, and tacked on the Greddy Type S flange that I will be running. So here's that. It's tacked up, spun that flange back on. That actually threads on there. I still gotta look up to see if I gotta weld that or just goop it up good or what. And then, you know, there's the wastegate repositioned, dump tube tacked on. And yeah, I was messing with the oil drains, trying to figure out where I want to route that. Got a couple good ideas, but tonight I'm gonna just stop where I'm at and head home and be back at work tomorrow at 7:30. So, all right, guys, let me know what you want to see. If you want to see me actually tacking this stuff up and welding it, or just like I'm doing, just after I'm done with stuff, show you what I did. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see. So this is for you guys. I just want to make it entertaining and keep it going and let you guys see what you want to see. All right, see you guys.